Hello class, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day so far. Today I'll be talking about the analogy between the digestive system and a factory. I'll be representing the visuals in a game I have created. As you can see, we will be playing as a single entity, this apple. When I send commissions to the apple, it will move around. During this visual representation, I will go through the digestive system and compare it to the machinery in a factory. Here is how the game will work. Every time I press Q or E, the object sprites will go through a major transformation and will look like factory machinery. I will be swapping between the two so I can give you a better understanding of how each component functions like a machine in a factory. As we go throughout the system, you will see how each part of the digestive tract will transform our player into different sprites. Just like in a real factory, all apparatuses are vital. So let's begin our journey. We first enter the mouth, which will tear apart the food by using teeth, or if we compare it to machinery, pistons, which will crush our player into smaller pieces. The process is mechanical digestion. To put it in simpler terms, the food is being broken down by a physical process. The green objects above and below the mouth are salivary glands. Saliva also contributes to the process as it chemically breaks down the apple. Next, we will proceed to go down the esophagus, which is a long tube that brings us from the mouth to the stomach. This is like the transportation unit or a conveyor belt in a factory to move the materials to another machine. You can see under the apple there is gastric acid, which breaks down the apple, or if I press Q, it will turn into lava, which we can imagine is smelting the iron ore. If I go up a bit, the dark red is the liver, which modulates most levels in the blood. It also secretes bile and stores it into the gallbladder. I can equate this to the heat element in the factory, which helps melt down the iron. From the gallbladder, the bile will be discharged into the duodenum and intestines. As we progress, as there's this blockage. What can I do so this junk can pass through the intestines easily? Oh yes, got it. Toast. I heard fibrous foods help with passing food through the intestine. Yep, I knew it worked. Okay, so let's continue. As we enter the first part of the intestines, the small intestine, it absorbs the water from the food. If we compare this to a machine, we can imagine this being the heater to evaporate water from cooling down the iron magma. The large intestines can be looked at as the machine that separates the stone from the iron. So if I press Q, the large intestine sprite turns into the stone separator. This is similar to the function of separation of nutrients from the food to the stone from the iron. So if we go through here like so, the intestine of the stone separator breaks us down even more. As we progress through the intestines, we will eventually reach the anal cavity. This is where the body excretes waste, or in a factory, we could say this is the end product of the iron ore, which is refined iron. Over here are all the stages we have been through throughout this digestive tract or factory. Thank you all so much for listening to my presentation, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day.